Hello everyone, Vic from Airvol here, your trusted Canadian CPAP supplier. And in today's video, I'm going to go over the maintenance procedure for your CPAP device. Okay, so this would involve how often to clean your equipment and also which items to replace and how often. So let's begin with the cleaning regimen. In front of me here, I have an AirSense 11 by ResMed as an example. And if you have a different brand device, it will have similar components, such as a tubing, a water canister for a humidifier, and then of course you'd be using a mask with it. So this information here would apply to you even if you're using a different brand device. Okay, so first off, the items that you want to clean on these machines is all the disposable parts. So the tubing, the entire mask assembly, as well as the water canister for the humidifier. These items are recommended to be washed in a weekly basis. So ideally, you would just put all three items together into a bucket or sink. You'd fill it up with warm water, and you could use dish soap or hand soap as your soap for this. You don't need anything aggressive. For example, we do carry some CPAP soaps that are very soft and gentle that you can use. We have a citrus scented one and an aloe vera one that's unscented. You can use something like that, or you could simply use your dish soap to clean your equipment. Make sure you schedule a time early in the morning to try and do this so you have enough time for your hose and your mask to be dry and ready for your morning time. In terms of your mask, it is recommended to clean the entire assembly. Most masks can be disassembled to smaller components like their cushion or their headgear. It is recommended to do that so you maximize the surface area if you're cleaning when you do so. And then also pay attention to the cleaning protocol of your specific mask. Some masks, for example, memory foam masks like the AirTouch F20, may not be recommended to be cleaned with water, and instead you'd want to use wipes to keep those clean. So make sure you pay attention to that for your specific mask as well. In general, most silicone masks or even fabric masks like this AirTouch F30i I have here can be cleaned with regular soap and water, and you can clean it along with your tubing and your water chamber. The tubing I have in the example here is a regular non-heated tubing, but even if you have a Climate Line Air heated tubing, you would still want to wash that on a weekly basis. So just the same as this one over here. To make this easier for you, you can get products like a hose brush. And hose brush basically has a handle with an elongated wiring connected to a bristle brush, and you can use this to scrub the inside of your tubing to give it a thorough clean. So something like this is not mandatory, but can make your cleaning easy. Another disposable part on your machine is your air inlet filter. So for the ResMed 11, for example, there's one on the back of the device. All machines would have air filters. For the ResMed 11, you do want to just change these filters every 3 months. These are not washable, so you would just dispose of it and then put a new one in. You could also change them more frequently if you have pets or allergies, or if you just noticed your filter was too dirty, I would just change it even if it hasn't been 3 months. Now, certain devices like Philips Respironics DreamStation 2 have dual filter systems where they have a hypoallergenic filter that's not washable that you would change just like this, and then they have a cleanable filter that you can wash along with your tubing and mask. So depending on which machine you have, you can either wash your filter or you would just dispose the filter. Either way, even if you have a washable filter, those ones are meant to be changed every 3 to 6 months as well. Okay, so that's the filter of the device. Another component for the Air 10 and Air 11 devices that you can also keep in mind is what's called the air inlet. So that's where your tubing port is located. It actually does eject from the machine. So if you look through the water chamber side, there's a little tab that you can push and eject the air inlet. So I'm going to just do that, and you're going to see this air inlet actually comes right out. This part can be cleaned. It actually has a silicone gasket over here, and you do want to make sure this is clean as well. A lot of people ignore this part. Just make sure you do pay attention to it and clean it every now and then. You don't have to clean it as frequently as these items, but it is recommended to pay attention to this maybe every month or so to make sure that it's in good shape. You can also replace this part. There isn't really a replacement frequency a suggestion for this. Usually most people would change this maybe in a yearly basis, or if they noticed any damage to the structure. But you can get this on our website as well. The Air 10 device also has an air inlet that can pop out of the machine just like this one. Okay, so this part is totally washable. You can replace it as needed, whereas your mask, tubing, and water chamber, you want to replace every 6 months. That is the manufacturer recommendation for these parts. So even if they're clean and everything, over time, the silicone material of the tubing, the water chamber, the mask can wear down and get to a point where regular cleaning may not be able to keep it effectively hygienic. So the manufacturer does recommend to change those normally every 6 months. Certain masks like memory foam masks do need to be changed even more frequently. So always pay attention to your specific mask that you're using if it uses a material other than the traditional silicone. Okay, so that goes overall with the cleaning procedure for all of your CPAP equipment. We hope you found that useful. You can hit the like and subscribe button and comment below if you had any questions.